Welcome back everybody. Today I'm pretty excited because I'm here in Spain. I hopped on a flight at Newquay Airport and we landed a couple of hours later in Alicante. Now there are loads of skate parks to visit here and it's fair to say it is pump track heaven. Been to a couple of pump tracks and the nippers absolutely loved it. The first one was down at Alicante Beach. About 35 seconds of leg burning joy, whizzing around there getting the heart rate up. And there was another one out in Muxamel and that was a little bit bigger and again a really cracking leg burner. Following on from my trip to Dubai, quite a few of you messaged in and asked about methods for carrying skateboards overseas. Now I haven't found any airlines that will allow you to take the skateboard on as hand luggage in the overhead compartments. If you have, then please do leave it in the comments below. The way I do it is I use an old kite surfing bag that was disguised as a golf bag. Back in the day, golf clubs used to go with most airlines for free, so the kiteboarding fraternity disguised their kite surfing gear as golf clubs. I now use that bag and it fits 3 skateboards in nice and easy, and I fill out the extra weight allowance with clothes and pads and stuff like that. So today I'm out here at Sant Vicent Del Raspeig, just outside Alicante. It's early doors, so it's pretty crisp, but I'm hoping that it will burn through. And I thought I'd talk a little bit about my approach to skating new places. Now the bowl here is pretty intimidating. It's got gnarly coping that sticks right out, steep transitions, and all of the heights of the transitions are a little bit taller than what I'm used to. I'm also here skating on my own in a foreign country, so there's a little bit of an intimidation factor and I need to get over that hurdle of fear, see if I can get a few little bits and bobs in that bowl. I usually approach skating a new bowl in the same way. I set a few very simple tasks and goals, see if I can achieve them. So today it's going to be finding a way in, finding a line around, seeing if I can get up on that coping and get a few sneaky little grinds. Also try and get some of my usual mini ramp tomfoolery. Once I've got my special bar up, time to see if I can get the odd grind, the odd slide and things like that. Now today I'll be pretty stoked if I can just drop in on the deep end, which is pretty steep, and also get a front side and back side grind somewhere in the pool. If I can get a few stalls and maybe even a 50-50 grind, that'll be at the upper limit of my expectations. I found the key to maintaining the Stoke is to limit my expectations in a new place, and I guess that comes from experience. There's no point me coming here and expecting to do all the things I do at my local bowl, because this is brand new, it's intimidating, and I need to just suss it out. I usually try and psychologically link certain parts of a new bowl to bowls that I'm familiar with. So for instance, this bowl's got a little mini pocket, which is about a foot taller than the one at Concrete Waves that I usually skate. So I'm hoping that'll feel similar. The intermediate pocket here is probably about the same size as the deep end of Concrete Waves. And then the deep end is probably the same size as the flow bowl part with vert on it at Concrete Waves. So hopefully I should be able to get something on each of those similar to what I get at Concrete Waves once I've overcome my fear. There's also a rather scary looking roll-in to negotiate. Now my experience of roll-ins is they always tend to work out okay, but again it's another psychological issue trying to go over the top and commit to it and not want to run off. So I'm going to try that roll-in as well. First time in, wish me luck. That bowl is really nice and fast, the transitions are tight. I know for a fact that the steepness won't come out in the video, and also that coping, that is pretty gnarly. I had a lengthy battle trying to get a backside 50-50 grind, and it just kept on stopping. I had to change my technique, come in with loads of speed and try and be as light-footed as possible. And even then, I only managed to get a really small rubbish grind. Well, that's it for my session. That was a lot of fun. To keep the Stoke up, I kept all my expectations quite low. I did secretly sort of have high expectations for getting some grinds on the pool coping, so I had to manage those because I couldn't really factor in that pool coping would be so hard to use. It was really sticking out, really dry. Every time I got into the grind, it just stopped dead. It worked fine for the double truck carve grinds, and I managed to get those in the deep end and in the larger pocket. They were a lot of fun and they made a great noise. Also managed to pluck up my courage and do that rolling. Again, I don't think the steepness will come out in the video, but going over that for the first time was pretty nerve-wracking. And my final challenge was to drop in at the deep end. Again, that transition was pretty steep, and there was a bit of an optical illusion with the pool coping sticking out. It made the vert section look like it was over vert, which was a little bit scary on the first attempt. It's starting to burn through. I'm going to go and have a look at a castle this afternoon. So if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit subscribe. I make new videos every week. You can also follow me on Instagram @JohnBishopSkate. As ever, my name's been John Bishop, and I'm a middle-aged guy learning how to skate.